Good day, viewers. Welcome to another edition of the Daily Strange Stories. I'm John Brown. Our lead story for today. Exposed by General Mkhwanazi, shocking facts about Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, those who mess with him get shot dead. In the bustling heart of South Africa, a name has surfaced, igniting a storm of controversy and intrigue: Vusimuzi Cat Matlala. At 49 years old, Matlala is a figure known for his flamboyant lifestyle and alleged involvement in corrupt activities, making him a subject of intense public scrutiny. But who exactly is this man, and how did he become such a central figure in allegations of fraud, criminal conspiracy, and high-level corruption? Matlala's rise to prominence is rooted in a series of lucrative contracts with the South African government. One notable instance is the 360 million rand contract his company, Medicare24 Tshwane District, secured in 2024 to provide health services to employees of the South African Police Service, SAPS. Internal documents suggest that this deal generated over 48 million rand in profits before it was abruptly cancelled by National Police Commissioner Fannie Masemola. Masemola cited procurement irregularities, alleging that the contract was awarded under questionable circumstances, leading to a full-scale investigation by the SAPS. Further clouding Matlala's business dealings is his connection to the Tembisa Hospital scandal, a major corruption saga within Gauteng's health system. This scandal, brought to light by whistleblower Babita Deokaran before her assassination in 2021, involved nearly 3 billion rand in allegedly fraudulent payments. Forensic audits have since revealed multiple tenders linked to Matlala's network, all flagged as suspicious. The allegations against Matlala took a darker turn in May 2025 when he was arrested and charged with attempted murder and conspiracy to commit murder.
On the 14th of May this year, 2025, the task team arrested Vusimuzi, who is also known as Cat Matlala, for an attempted murder ×3. I must highlight that this Mr. Vusimuzi Cat Matlala is an individual who was awarded a police contract of over 360 million rand in 2024. An analysis was conducted on electronic communication of this arrested person. This analysis reveals communication between the arrested Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, Mr. Brown Mogotsi, an associate of the Minister of Police, as well as the Minister of Police Senzo Mchunu.
These charges stem from a 2023 plot to assassinate his former girlfriend, Muvhango actress and entrepreneur Tebogo Thobejane. Evidence presented by investigators includes WhatsApp messages in which Matlala allegedly instructed a hitman to inflict maximum harm, specifying that the target should be shot in a way that would make her unrecognizable to her own family. His wife, Thobejane Matlala, was also arrested in connection with the plot. A police raid on Matlala's property uncovered unlicensed firearms, a 200,000 rand Rolex watch, and documents linking him to a private security company named Cat VIP Protection. Authorities suspect that this company served as a front for broader criminal activities. Perhaps the most explosive allegations against Matlala came during a press briefing on the 7th of July 2025 by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Mkhwanazi stated that Matlala was at the center of a sophisticated criminal syndicate operating at the highest levels of the state. He accused Matlala of using his wealth to manipulate the political and justice systems for his own protection. According to Mkhwanazi, Matlala allegedly financially supported high-ranking politicians, funded gala dinners, and paid for travel expenses in exchange for political cover and interference in investigations. Mkhwanazi further alleged that over 120 criminal case dockets had been compromised or removed due to Matlala's influence. Mkhwanazi's claims implicated current Police Minister Senzo Mchunu and former intelligence operative Brown Mogotsi. He alleged that Matlala bankrolled Mchunu's events and provided transport and accommodation for his entourage. However, Mchunu's spokesperson, Mogotsi, refuted these claims, stating that Minister Mchunu has never requested or received anything from Mr. Matlala. Mogotsi also stated that Mchunu knows Brown Mogotsi but only as a comrade, not an associate. Furthermore, Mogotsi claimed that Mchunu initiated a review of the SAPS tender awarded to Matlala when suspicions of possible wrongdoing surfaced, which subsequently led to the termination of the tender. While awaiting trial, Matlala is detained at Kusimampuru Correctional Center in Pretoria. On the 7th of July 2025, prison authorities discovered a mobile phone hidden in his cell during a surprise search. Commissioner of Correctional Services Mogotsi Thobejane confirmed the incident, stating that the device has been handed over to SAPS for further investigation. The presence of the phone has raised concerns that Matlala may have been directing operations or communicating with associates from behind bars. Matlala has since been moved to the CMAX section of the prison and is considered a high-risk inmate. On the 11th of July 2025, Matlala appeared in Alexandra Magistrates Court, facing charges including attempted murder, conspiracy, illegal possession of firearms, and fraud. Further investigations revealed that Vusimuzi Cat Matlala sponsored a trip to the African National Congress's ANC January 8 celebrations in Cape Town for a high-ranking crime intelligence officer, Colonel Nhlanhla, and 5 others. This 148,000 rand expenditure was allegedly prompted by Oupa Brown Mogotsi, a politically connected individual. KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi cited these flights as evidence that Matlala was financially supporting the Minister of Police and Mr. Brown Mogotsi's political endeavors.
Further analysis of the chats indicates that Vusimuzi Cat Matlala is financially supporting the Minister of Police and Mr. Brown Mogotsi's political endeavors. This is supported by the evidence of conversation and the proof of payments of guests for January 8 traveling cost and the Ghana dinner in Cape Town. This was done in 2025. The proof of payment, we have it. As I said, we're going to share with you where Mr. Matlala is sending this proof of payment to Mr. Brown Mogotsi. On the 2nd of January 2025, at about 10:05 in the morning, Vusimuzi Cat Matlala receives a copy of the letter of the disbandment of the political killing stars team from Mr. Brown Mogotsi, who is an associate with the Minister of Police. That's what we have discovered through the investigation. On the 14th of January 2025, Mr. Brown communicates with Mr. Vusimuzi Cat Matlala as follows, I quote, "Sure, don't forget to work on your invoices." On the 15th January, Mr. Vusimuzi Cat Matlala responds with a screenshot of an invoice that he has submitted to the South African Police Service, which I guess was due for payment on his contract. On the 26th of January 2025, Mr. Brown Mogotsi sent a message to the Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu, which reads as follows, I quote, "The guy of the funding in bracket 20 is also in Joburg from Tuesday. He is the one I said has a 3 billion contract with SAPS." Close quote.
News sources confirmed that Matlala paid for the flights and identified the 6 passengers, including Simelane. Text messages from Matlala's cell phone, revealed by Mkhwanazi, indicated Mogotsi's claims of a close connection between himself and Police Minister Senzo Mchunu. Despite Mchunu distancing himself from Matlala, messages from December showed Mogotsi insisting that Matlala's investment in the Cape Town trip would help him secure further state contracts. The attendees of the ANC celebration were selected by Mogotsi, who provided their names and ID numbers to Matlala. The group traveled to Cape Town on January 10th and returned on January 12th, with the travel expenses paid by Medicare24 Tshwane District. This was the same company through which Matlala secured the 360 million rand police health services tender just 5 months prior. Proof of payment for 111,000 rand, dated January 9, 2025, was confirmed as legitimate and published by Mkhwanazi. The money was paid from Medicare24 Tshwane Specialist, a company run by Dorothy Lekwaba, who stated the money was for Brown Mogotsi. Colonel Nhlanhla's inclusion in the Cape Town trip deepened his connections to the police and exposed Mogotsi's links to the police, potentially explaining his knowledge of police matters. Nhlanhla, who has a history in crime intelligence, recently assumed command of the anti-taxi activity unit. He was previously head of crime intelligence in Soweto and commander of Morris KGB Chabalala. Simelane was arrested in 2017 for threatening a government official. He claimed to be unaware of who paid for the trip and confirmed meeting Matlala once at Protea police station. In December 2024, Matlala wanted to open a case of theft against police officers who raided his home, claiming that Rolex and Cartier watches, along with a MacBook computer, went missing. However, Gauteng Deputy Police Commissioner Major General Mbuso Khumalo denied the items were seized but confirmed the seizure of 5 cell phones and several firearms. Simelane assisted Matlala in opening the case, and they met at the Protea station in Soweto, despite Matlala's home being 90 kilometers away in Waterkloof Ridge. Other individuals involved in the trip provided conflicting accounts. Neo Ramachoana claimed Simelane paid for his trip, while Lucas Tlago said he paid for himself. Stemmer Munyamane stated that Tlago paid for his ticket and denied knowing Mogotsi and Matlala. Duduzi Lenkosi declined to comment. Oupa Brown Mogotsi acknowledged coordinating the trip and suggested the source of the funds was mostly true but declined to provide direct answers, promising a big bombshell at a future press conference. A prior investigation revealed Matlala's tender win while he was under investigation by the Special Investigating Unit and the Hawks for a 2.3 billion rand Tembisa Hospital procurement scandal. In the 360 million rand tender saga, National Police Commissioner Fannie Masemola acted on recommendations to terminate the tender 103 days after receiving a damning audit report. By then, Matlala's company had been paid 50 million rand. The Investigating Directorate Against Corruption is now conducting a criminal investigation into the tender award. Matlala also faces charges of conspiracy, attempted murder, money laundering, and defeating the ends of justice over the 2023 plot to kill Tebogo Thobejane. Recent reports also indicated that former Police Minister Babita stayed in Matlala's luxury Pretoria penthouse, despite Thele's denial of any business relationship with Matlala. Matlala's company won a 360 million rand police tender while Thele was minister. These revelations have raised national security concerns, prompting President Cyril Ramaphosa to call for restraint. However, he promised to address these allegations in tomorrow's national address. Thank you for watching this news video. We'd love to hear what you think about this story, so please leave your comments below. We read them all and appreciate your insights. Join us again in our next strange story. Until then, goodbye.